September 11, 2001, two planes were flown into the towers of the World Trade Center in New York City, killing hundreds of people. 911, the same number that is used during emergency circumstances. 9/11, the exact same number, but this represents the deadliest day for New York City firefighters when America was under attack by Islamic terrorists. No matter how many times 911 was called, there was not much police officers could do. This was an incident that had to be dealt by the higher-ups, or could this incident have been plotted out by the US government? High-level government officials had an involvement in the planning and execution of the September 11, 2001 attack against the United States because of the controlled demolition collapse of the Twin Towers and the falling of Tower 7 even when a plane didn't hit it. Well, demolition. How indeed did the two Twin Towers collapse? Was the two towers controlled by demolition, or did the buildings collapse by explosives? As you can see from the video on the right, this is a controlled demolition. Bombs were planted inside the building and it was purposely demolished. Is there any resemblance? The bombs get into the building without anyone knowing. Ben Fountain, an employee at the World Trade Center, told People magazine that weeks before 9/11, there were unusual and unannounced drills. For you, the morning of September 11th.
So I was supposed to be in work, but there was a car jam.
What is your position, or what is your job at the World Trade Center?
I'm just a businessman, in a cubicle and everything. So that's why, I didn't need to be on time. So I'm a financial analyst.
So was there any, things suspicious going on the week, prior to September 11th?
Well, there were a whole bunch of, drills and evacuations from the World Trade Center. I don't know why. I mean, last year we did probably 1 or 2 evacuations and, 1 fire drill a month. But we did so many last week, so I'm not entirely sure. Does it connect? I'm not sure, so.
Around how many evacuations?
Probably 3 a week.
3 a week? Usually?
Yeah. Usually it's probably, 1 or 2 times a month. So it was really weird because I was just doing an analyzing of the financials, and all of a sudden, ring, ring, ring. So then, yeah.
Perhaps the unusual evacuations that happened in the tower was a coincidence. However, the collapse of Tower 7 was not a coincidence. The Tower 7 occurred without the impact of the plane and still maintained to collapse the exact same way the two towers did. Larry Silverstein, the leaseholder of the World Trade Center, came out with an interview in 2002 saying that they decided to pull the World Trade Center tower.
The fire department commander telling me that they were not sure they were going to be able to contain the fire. And I said, we've had such terrible loss of life. Maybe the smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision to pull, and then we watched the building collapse.
As Larry Silverstein stated, they wanted to pull Building 7. However, how could they have enough time to find the materials to set off Building 7 and eventually pull it or demolish Building 7? Official 9/11 commissionary states that the collapse from Tower 7 was due to debris and fire. However, how can this be possible if Larry Steinberg, the leaseholder of the World Trade Center, stated in an interview that they were planning on pulling Tower 7 anyway? September 11, 2011, the most terrifying day for most Americans. The U.S. was under attack by Islamic terrorists, or could have this been their own government? The people were responsible for keeping America safe. Was the collapse of the Twin Towers caused by explosive that was planted during the evacuations? Or was the collapse of Tower 7 due to the debris or purposely pulled? Due to the demolition collapse of the Twin Tower, as well as the coincidental collapse of Tower 7, there is a possibility that the higher-up government officials was involved in the planning and execution of the 9/11 attacks.